it's Jeff Thompson, your Bloomin Idiot, back with more helpful tips for you. Is it snowing outside? Or ice just covering your pansies and you don't know what they're ever going to do, and you don't have anything to do out in the garden because it's cold and snowy, and who wants to get out and there's nothing I can do? Wrong. I've got the best thing you can be doing here in this month of January to improve your landscape, to make everything look better. Best thing to do, start pruning your trees. The number one, we get questions all the time on crepe myrtles. How am I supposed to prune my crepe myrtles? Here's your 1, 2, 3 lesson on pruning crepe myrtles. First of all, make sure you got the right tools for the job. You will need a set of hand pruners. If you have a very mature crepe myrtle, you might need a bigger set of loppers to handle the bigger branches. Even bigger branches, you can use a pruning saw specifically made for pruning trees, or you can always use, we don't need a machete today. So, you can use any one of these fine tools depending on how big your crepe myrtle is. This is your standard crepe myrtle, okay? If you've got a crepe myrtle with little bitty branches like that, if you've got good sturdy gloves, now these are my snow gloves, not necessarily pruning gloves, but you'll get the idea. You can just snap off those little ones like that, no problem at all. You start getting into your bigger branches, you're gonna have to move up your pruners. You see here, you've got a crotch on that tree where two branches come together. You want to prune off so that you leave that crotch intact. The whole idea is when you prune all these, when you have all these prunes pruned off, you will leave a crotch there so you'll get even more growth out of that area of your tree, and that's the whole idea. If you're trying to get more height on your tree, come up higher, prune these areas off up here like so. If you've got a really large tree and you don't want to get more growth on it, then you can come back to these areas and cut them off down here. Don't keep on going back to that same area though, because then you'll end up with these huge knots. If you do it year after year after year, looks really terrible. Alright, so that's for like your crepe myrtles, fruit trees. This is a great time to prune them. The number one consideration, you see how all these branches are coming in and growing in together? You don't want all that stuff crowding out. You don't want it coming in and rubbing on each other. It creates an injury point on your branch. Bad news for your fruit trees. So make sure and prune off any of these branches where they're starting to grow into each other where they might rub. Also, if you've got a really large fruit tree, you want to take maybe 10 to 15% of the branches off the end just so that you'll relieve some of the smaller branches. You'll get more stout branching that way. Your fruit tree will love you. It'll be happy. Your trees will be gorgeous all year long. So that's the deal on easy crepe myrtle pruning, fruit tree pruning. You need more details? Hey, come on down. Your idiot will help you out. That's it for today. Gotta go. Bye.